Indian naval warships have arrived in Thailand as part of an operational deployment by the Indian Navy's Eastern Naval Command. Bangalore-based SSS Defence is developing India's first indigenous 5.56 by 45 mm light machine gun and a heavy machine gun chambered in 338 mm Magnum. Hyderabad-based Zen Technologies is developing an indigenous micro-missile launcher to provide hard-kill counter-drone capability, using guided micro-missiles to destroy hostile UAVs. Indian startup DG Propulsion is developing an indigenous 10 kN class jet engine for larger UCAV cruise missiles and target drones. Chennai-based Benzz Technologies have unveiled its Raven Reaper FPV tactical drone for surveillance, reconnaissance, precision strike and military missions, featuring a modular design with swappable payloads and autonomous flight modes. The US Air Force is pursuing Air Force Long Range Weapon, which is a 1,850 km class long-range missile with air-to-air and air-to-surface variants, aimed at targeting AWACS tankers and EW aircraft deep inside contested battle space. UAE-based defense analysts have said that the UAE leadership was highly impressed by the BrahMos missile after its real-world combat performance against Pakistan, as early-stage talks with India continue on the export of BrahMos missile and the Akash-3 air defense system. Bangalore-based Flying Wedge Defense and Aerospace is targeting the first flight for its Supreme Light AI-piloted UCAV Demonstrator by end of 2026. Designed to enable autonomous combat and coordinated swarm operations. Recent satellite images show the Indian Air Force using painted 2D fighter silhouettes as low-cost decoys to complicate enemy reconnaissance and waste precision munitions. Israel's Rafael advanced defense system is in talks with several Indian private sector defense firms to establish local manufacturing of the Iron Dome's 70 km range Tamir Interceptor missile, primarily to support export orders and replenish Israel's wartime inventories. The Indian Air Force has inducted the Nebo-UM Very High Frequency 3D radar, significantly enhancing its ability to detect stealth aircraft cruise missiles and ballistic missiles at long ranges. The fully mobile 3D radar can detect stealth fighters beyond 250 km and conventional aerial targets out to 600 km, and has been integrated with S-400 system. Even before the 13-ton Ghatak stealth UCAV enters full-scale development, Aeronautical Development Establishment has begun conceptual studies on a much larger Ghatak-II version that will have a 25-ton maximum takeoff weight and powered by twin dry cavalry derivative engines, 3-ton internal payload and a 6,000 km range. The Ghatak-II stealth UCAV is envisioned for long-range deep strike missions, electronic warfare and intelligence missions for both the Indian Air Force and Indian Navy. The Tejas Mark 1A program, which is already running over 2 years behind schedule, has now suffered another setback after one of the 6 General Electric F404 engines delivered to Hindustan Aeronautics failed post-delivery mandatory acceptance tests, which is done to verify if the engine meets all contractual performance and quality standards before being cleared for integration into an aircraft. Hindustan Aeronautics has sought rectification from General Electric, leaving only 5 serviceable engines available. The Indian Air Force has sought a minimum 40% indigenous content from the very first Rafale F-4 fighter jet to be manufactured in India under the proposed government-to-government agreement with France for 114 Rafale fighters, and progressively increase to 60% indigenous content by the final batch. And India will also upgrade its existing 36 Rafale F-3R fleet to the F-4 standard. The requirement forms part of the letter of request sent to France in late May, with the French government expected to respond by September. If the agreement is signed in early 2027, deliveries of the first 18 flyaway aircraft will begin from 2030 onwards. Dassault Aviation has already outsourced Rafale fuselage production to Tata Advanced Systems, and has also partnered with Indian firms for several line-replaceable units and other components, and is now looking for an Indian partner to manufacture the wings. Dassault Aviation has indicated that once a Rafale MRO facility is established in India, the overall Indian content across the Rafale ecosystem could eventually reach 80%. Today's top 3 comments.